Good morning. This is Susan of the North. I'm doing the weekly Rune of the Day overview for the week of May 5th through May 11th. The rune for Sunday, May 5th, or the Cinco de Mayo, the rune came up reversed today. Rido reversed. Rido is the rune of the natural, lawful flow of energies and physics and mechanics and cosmic principles in the universe that sustain the principles of world creation and world maintenance. What does that relate to our personal life? It relates to our life journey. It relates to traveling. It relates to being in the flow of divine timing. When it's reversed, there is some kind of blockage in the flow of divine timing, some kind of stop to your plans or a rerouting. It could mean a trip to the hospital for yourself or a relative. It's let's just call it a break in travel plans or a break in the flow of life plans. This is the rune for Sunday. The rune for Monday came up Tiwaj reversed, or Tyr. Tyr is the rune of the warrior or the soldier. It usually, well, traditionally it's a man, but in this day and age of roles being carried out by either gender, it could also be a woman. On the spiritual path, this is a spiritual warrior, someone who strives to follow their integrity and their honor. The rune reversed today can mean that a person is faced with a situation where they might have to make a choice in responding to something that may not be from their personal integrity, but that they have to make a choice to respond to it in a certain way anyway. It can also mean a person who is not living in accord with their integrity and honor. It can mean a person who is a bully. And it can also, when I say that, I think of abusive husbands and abusive parents and people who are not behaving with their power the way that they ought to be in a moral sense. So that's the rune for Monday the 6th. On Tuesday the 7th, the rune that came up was one I stuck in. I just made a new rune set out of turtle shell. And this one I did just for fun for myself, but this is the old version of Elhaz. Elhaz is the tree. It has roots and branches that sort of mirror each other between earth and sky. And my customary interpretation of this rune is that one needs to be grounded and centered and open to the messages coming in from the cosmos. We are creatures created. We are channels for the higher energies coming into the earth. This is the function of human beings on the planet. So it just behooves us today to be standing strong in our body, our spirit embodied, and acting as a channel in whatever way that comes to us. On Wednesday, the 8th of May, I drew the rune Kanaj reversed. This is an interesting rune because it's the rune of craft and knowledge and learning new skills and education and everything that incorporates. And when it comes up reversed, one could say that one doesn't have enough knowledge for the situation, but I like to put a more positive spin on things. When it comes up reversed, forget what you know. Learn a new craft, learn a new trade, take up something that you have been wanting to try, but maybe you've been telling yourself you're not worthy or smart enough or talented enough. Who the heck cares? If you want to do it because it's fun, do it because it's fun. It's learning, it's engaging, it's expanding your knowledge sets. The rune for the 9th, Thursday, is Ansuz. This is the rune of the gods. This is the rune of good counsel, good advice, taken from trusted friendships or people who really know what they're doing. It's about your connection to source, and we all have that, no matter what language we use for it. And it's just in general, I find a very positive rune to turn up when I need to be connected to my own divinity. On Friday the 10th, we drew for the rune of the week, we drew Othila reversed. Now, this could relate on the physical plane to real estate, property, land, the home you live in, things not going right in any one of these topics, but it also relates to the body is the home for the soul. It relates to our DNA that we inherited, beliefs we inherited, ideas we inherited. Some of these things may or may not be congruive to the life we are living. And sometimes, conversely, wrong ideas about things can make us sick because we haven't let go of the things that are twisting us into patterns that we don't want to see. So my advice to that is to be open-minded, to look for the source of your discomfort and be willing to examine your ideas about things to see where things no longer fit the life you are leading now, or the life, your essence. I don't know why I said essence. I'm thinking origin, your seed origin, the you of who you are, your higher self, the reason you came into this life, whatever that purpose is, whatever that passion is, whatever is holding you back from it, examine the reasons behind it. And on Saturday, May 11th, another symbol I keep in my personal rune kit just to remind myself, this is the pattern of weird. This is the pattern of fate, destiny, karma, as it was laid down for us to respond to the things that happen to us, that shape us, that change us. We can stay stuck in the past, believing that the past was better than the present, or we can be present to whatever potentials the past has given us to act upon in this day and age. And we can look to the future. And I'm not saying live in the future, but the only point of power that we have as human beings is in the now, in our present moment. This is how we feel about things, how we think about things, and how we choose or don't choose to act upon things. We can act from the subconscious, or we can act unconsciously, which isn't really a choice. It's a pre-programmed pattern that we have. Or we can make a choice from our inner freedom and our inner liberation to act on something that is going to be for our highest good or the highest good of someone else. Anyway, another interesting thing about this figure is that all the letters of the rune alphabet can be drawn from it. And if you want to learn more about this, then contact me, please, either at susan.hintz.epstein@gmail.com or a phone call to 518-719-6437 to learn about the rune classes I offer. This is Susan of the North with the rune overview for May 5th through the 11th. And I wish you a very blessed week.